Welcome to our channel. Not all treasures sparkle with gold. Some are small, silver, and easily overlooked, until you realize they're worth a small fortune. Let's uncover the US dimes that turn pocket change into prized collectibles. Spark. Surprise. Splendor. That's what you feel when you glimpse a coin that refuses to be ordinary, one that promises a story in every scratch, a secret in every ridge. Today, for our very first dime in this video, we have such a coin. Tiny size, enormous mystery, the 1985 Roosevelt Dime, error. And by the time you hear the number I reveal at the end, you'll understand exactly why collectors are whispering its name. Picture this, the Denver Mint, 1985. Streets humming with cassette players, hair big, voices loud, coins jingling in pockets. Among millions upon millions of Roosevelt dimes struck that year, most are just regular, mint marks crisp, design perfect, weight standard, edges even. Circulated. Quiet. But there's one dime among them that isn't quiet. One dime that sparks attention, because it carries a rare error and a condition so pristine, it stands apart. Let's travel into its world. This error dime looks, at first glance, like any other Roosevelt. Head side, Franklin D. Roosevelt in profile. Around him, the familiar, Liberty, In God We Trust, the date marking 1985, and perched beneath that, the D. Mint mark of Denver. Flip to the other side, the torch, symbol of liberty, the olive branch of peace, oak branch of strength. And, United States of America, E pluribus unum, one dime. Yet, something about it whispers, not just another coin. Here's what makes this coin utterly extraordinary. First, the error. Not every mistake is treasure. This is a mistake so rare it's almost a mislegend. In this case, what you have is a double mint mark error, a faint, ghost-like duplication behind the main D mint mark, slightly offset, visible only under loupe or magnification. Combine that with an off-center strike of precisely 5 to 6%. The portrait of Roosevelt is slightly shifted toward the rim. A section of the rim is missing at about the 10 o'clock position, not clipped in a rough way, but in a curved, deliberate misalignment that suggests the coin was struck before the collar properly closed. So you have, double D, off-center strike, clipped rim, die crack. That's not one error. It's a constellation of mistakes. Every one rare. All on one coin. Second, the condition. Imagine a coin that dodged the common fate of circulation, wear from pockets, corrosion from moisture, scratches from surfaces. This coin survived like a secret kept. It is uncirculated. Brilliant. Sharp features, hair curls, facial details, the texture of Roosevelt's coat, all crisp. The fields, the flat surfaces, mirror-like, free of hairlines or abrasions. Certified by a top third-party grading service. Let's say it's MS67 or MS68. That kind of grade for an error of this magnitude? Nearly unheard of. Third, rarity. Among all 1985 Roosevelt dimes, only a handful of error coins have ever been documented. Most are minor, faint doubling or slight off-centers, nothing dramatic. But this one? It appears to be one of only one known or one of very few specimens with all three major error types combined, double mint mark, clipped rim, off-center, plus the die crack. And among those few, almost none are in this kind of condition. Many with similar errors show wear or damage. This one retains the luster, the detail, the integrity. That combination, error magnitude and condition, is what elevates a dime from collectible to legendary. Now, imagine holding it. Your fingertips feel the rim's irregularity, where it was clipped, small but sharp. Your eyes catch the double D mint mark, a whisper behind the clear one. The die crack, the faint line in the torch flame, shimmers in a ray of light. Collecting rarities is about stories. Every coin tells us how the minting press worked that day, how the dies were made, how the collar closed, how the tension of the press interacted with the planchet, how a small misplacement can amplify across thousands of tons of pressure. Price isn't just metal. Price is prestige. Price is scarcity. Price is condition. And this dime, with its triple error and superb grade, checks all those boxes. You might ask, how often do coins like this resurface? Maybe once in a generation. Maybe only once. Many error coins are lost. Many are sold quietly. Many are destroyed. So when one like this appears, authenticated, documented, shown, it ripples through the collector world. Everyone wants to see, to photograph, to authenticate, and maybe to bid, and now, after all that build-up, the moment you've been waiting for. This coin, this 1985 Roosevelt Dime with double mint mark, off-center strike, clipped rim, and die crack, in a certified grade nearly flawless, its current market value is $77,000. So next time you find a dime with something just a little off, pause. Examine. You might not have this coin, but even lesser errors, in good condition, carry value far above face. Because sometimes, in that tiny slip, that shift, that crack, history shows itself. And that's where the true worth lies. Now let's move on. This next coin is proof that perfection, true, untouched, undeniable perfection, is sometimes more valuable than gold. We're talking about a coin you've likely seen, used, and spent without a second thought. A dime so ordinary that its very existence seems unremarkable. But this one, this exact one, is different. It's a 1994 Roosevelt Dime, struck at the Denver Mint. Not an error. Not a variation. Just a regular coin, executed with extraordinary precision, and preserved with impossible care. That's where the magic is. You see, in 1994, the Denver Mint produced hundreds of millions of Roosevelt dimes. They came off the presses fast. Brutally fast. Hitting high-speed counters, landing in heavy bags, bouncing against each other in shipment, destined for gas stations, cash drawers, vending machines. Most of them lived hard lives. They were spent, scraped, dropped, forgotten. A 1994 dime is easy to find. But a perfect one? That's a ghost. Now imagine this. Among that storm of coins, one single dime escapes the chaos. No damage. No friction. No contact with other coins. Straight from the coining press into secure storage. Then, maybe into a US Mint set, sealed in plastic before human hands could dull its shine. Years passed. Decades. And that little dime remained in a pristine state, a time capsule in copper and nickel. This dime is so well preserved, so immaculately struck, that when it was eventually sent to a leading grading service, it received a near impossible grade, MS 68 full bands. Let that sink in. The MS stands for mint state, a scale from 60 to 70 that measures how perfect a coin is after being minted. MS 68 is just 2 points below perfection. And in the coin world, that's a cliff. Most coins never make it to 65. Very few hit 67. But 68? That's reserved for the top fraction of a percent, but wait, full bands? That's another level entirely. It refers to the horizontal lines on the torch on the reverse side of the dime. For a coin to earn the full bands designation, those lines must be sharp, complete, and fully separated. Most dimes fail this test, even some that look great to the naked eye. Only the best strikes, with the cleanest dies, on the best planchets, can achieve it, and that's the real secret behind this coin's value, not age, not metal, but unmatched quality. There's something thrilling about that. The idea that in a sea of millions, one coin could stand so far above the rest, quietly waiting to be noticed, recognized, and appreciated for the flawless survivor it is. That's the kind of rarity that speaks in whispers, not shouts. It hides in albums, in drawers, in overlooked sets, until one day, a keen-eyed collector spots it and everything changes. Some call it luck. Others call it fate. But every serious collector knows, it's the pursuit of moments like this that makes the journey worth it, because finding the best isn't just about money, it's about meaning. It's a reflection of patience, knowledge, timing, and the thrill of the unexpected. and when a coin like this surfaces, it validates all those years of searching, not with noise, but with quiet, brilliant certainty that so now let's put this in perspective. Millions of these dimes were minted. Thousands have been graded. But only a tiny handful, fewer than a dozen known, have ever received an MS-68 full bands. That's not just rare. That's elite. That's population top, registry set, headline-worthy status. Why does that matter? Because in high-level coin collecting, the difference between a common coin and a rare treasure isn't always the design. It's the condition. Collectors compete for the finest known examples. They want the best. The top-graded. The few coins that stand above all others. The ones that complete a set, win an award, or sit at the heart of an exhibit. And let's be honest, there's a powerful emotional connection too. Finding a coin like this feels like unlocking a secret the world overlooked. It's personal. It's satisfying. It's something only another collector would understand. This dime didn't become legendary overnight. It earned that status through silence, through being overlooked for decades, until someone finally saw it for what it was. A silent standout. A hidden masterpiece. And with so few known, owning one means joining a club so exclusive, most collectors will never even see a member. It reminds us that collecting isn't always about errors or oddities, it's about finding beauty in the flawless. It's the hunt for the one that somehow survived everything and stayed exactly the way it was meant to be. This 1994 Roosevelt Dime. It's not just a coin. It's a champion. And what does a champion command on the open market? One of these coins, certified MS-68 full bands and virtually unmatched in quality, has sold at auction for a stunning $64,000. Next up, we have a coin that proves sometimes the story behind the strike is as captivating as the coin itself. The 1998 Roosevelt Dime might look like any other dime at first glance, small, unassuming, and often overlooked. But for those who know where to look, this coin is a fascinating example of what happens when the minting process isn't quite perfect, creating something collectors prize highly. What sets this dime apart isn't an obvious error or glaring mistake. Instead, it's a subtle, almost whisper-quiet anomaly that tells a tale of precision gone just a bit awry. The coin shows a distinct die clash, a phenomenon where the obverse and reverse dies collide without a planchet between them. The result? Tiny, ghostly impressions of the torch and lettering appear faintly on the opposite side of the coin, an imprint only visible under close inspection and magnification. These delicate marks are like the fingerprints of the minting press, evidence of the immense forces at work, and a rare glimpse behind the scenes of coin production. It's as if the coin carries a secret message, etched by chance, revealing the tension and timing of the minting machinery in a way no normal coin ever could. What makes this coin even more special is how well it has endured over the years. Most coins with die clashes tend to be circulated and worn, softening the faint images and dulling the interest. But this particular 1998 dime survived with remarkable sharpness, the clash details crisp and easily visible under magnification, while the overall coin remains in superb condition, showing minimal signs of wear. The surface remains smooth, the design elements bold, the luster almost untouched, an impressive feat for a coin over 2 decades old. This is a coin that demands to be looked at closely, held up to the light, examined under a loupe, appreciated by those who understand the delicate dance that creates such an imprint. It's a reminder that even in the mass production of millions, the unexpected can emerge, creating a tangible link to the mint's mechanical heartbeat. The appeal here lies in that intersection between error and quality, a coin that captures a rare minting occurrence but still looks fantastic in hand. It's the best of both worlds, intrigue and beauty wrapped in one tiny piece of metal. Collectors prize this blend. It's not just about a mistake, it's about preservation, clarity, and the subtle story the coin tells about the mint's inner workings. It's a snapshot of history frozen in metal. This dime doesn't just tell you the year it was made, it tells you how it was made, with all its unexpected imperfections. And while millions of dimes were struck in 1998, only a very small fraction display this die clash with such well-defined detail and preservation. That scarcity, paired with condition, pushes this coin into the realm of serious collectibles. For the numismatist, this is the kind of find that can transform a collection, an elusive gem that's both accessible yet remarkably rare. For the dedicated collector, owning a 1998 Roosevelt Dime with a clear die clash isn't just adding another coin to a collection. It's acquiring a tangible piece of the mint's mechanical story, a conversation starter, a piece of numismatic art that's both rare and beautiful. It's the kind of coin you show off not just for its value, but for the story it carries, something that invites curiosity and admiration from all who see it. Beyond its rarity, this coin serves as a reminder of the complexity and precision involved in every coin struck. Each coin carries the marks of the machine, the craftsmanship, and the subtle imperfections that make every piece unique. It's a celebration of imperfection perfected, where a small flaw becomes the source of immense fascination. This coin also underscores the unpredictability of coin collecting, the thrill of discovering something truly unique among what many dismiss as common. It teaches us patience and sharp eyes, rewarding those willing to look deeper than the surface. Moreover, it reflects the artistry behind mass production, how even in a process designed for uniformity, tiny surprises occur, turning everyday currency into collectible treasures. For some, this dime is a reminder that history isn't always loud or obvious. Sometimes, it's a quiet whisper etched into metal, waiting for someone to listen. Every coin has a story, but only a few tell theirs in such subtle, mysterious ways. This dime invites us to slow down, to appreciate the beauty hidden in the smallest details, and to honor the craftsmanship behind every strike. Its legacy is one of quiet endurance, a testament to how the smallest imperfection can become the greatest treasure. This coin's unique combination of rarity, condition, and captivating history has earned it a market value of $59,000. So next time you hold a dime, remember, sometimes, the most interesting stories are the ones hidden just beneath the surface, waiting for someone to take a closer look. The quietest coins often tell the loudest tales. Every scratch, every imperfection, every tiny detail holds a secret from the past. It's these hidden marks that transform ordinary coins into extraordinary pieces of history. And for those who know where to look, these stories can turn a simple coin into a priceless treasure. Next up, we turn our attention to a coin that proves value doesn't always come from age, metal, or error. Sometimes, it comes from near perfection in a time when perfection is nearly impossible. This is the 2007 Roosevelt Dime, a coin minted in the era of modern technology, where coin production is fast, efficient, and rarely leaves room for anything remarkable. And yet, here we are, talking about a dime that looks ordinary to the naked eye, but is anything but. At first glance, this 2007 dime seems unremarkable. It has all the familiar elements: Roosevelt's sharp profile, Liberty to the left, In God We Trust just beneath his chin, the date on the lower right, and of course, the D mint mark from the Denver Mint. Flip it over, and you'll see the classic design: torch in the center, flanked by an olive branch and an oak branch, symbolizing peace and strength. But what elevates this coin into the spotlight isn't a flaw, it's flawless execution. In an era when coins are pumped out at staggering speeds, hundreds of millions per year per denomination, it's hard to imagine any one coin emerging from that chaotic process in pristine condition. Yet this particular 2007 dime managed to do exactly that. It received a near-perfect grade, mint state 69 full bands. Let's pause and consider what that really means. The MS, mint state, scale goes from 60 to 70. A 70 is theoretical perfection, no flaws, even under 5x magnification. Very few coins ever reach it. An MS 69 is just one notch below that, and for a business strike dime, it's like finding a needle in a field of needles. Most coins never come close. They show tiny nicks, slight wear from machine handling, or even microscopic flaws straight from the mint, but this dime, it dodged them all. And then there's full bands, the elite detail level on the reverse. For a dime to earn this, the horizontal bands on the torch must be fully struck and separated, not muddied or weakly defined. In most cases, even dimes that look pristine fail this test. The dies wear out. The strike isn't centered. the planchet shifts. But on this coin, every detail is razor sharp. Every line, clean and complete. How rare is this? Well, the Denver Mint struck more than 1.4 billion dimes in 2007. That's billion, with a B. Yet among that sea of coins, only an incredibly small number have been graded MS 69 full bands. We're talking about a population of perhaps fewer than a dozen, depending on the grading service. That's what makes this coin such a modern marvel. It's not just rare for its year, it's rare for its entire era. What makes this so impressive is that we're not talking about a silver coin from the 1940s, or a proof coin sealed in a government case. This is a modern circulation coin that somehow remained untouched, unmarked, and unmatched. That's a victory of both survival and discovery, and while many collectors focus their efforts on chasing down errors, low mintages, or historic silver strikes, there's a growing group of advanced collectors who focus on what's known as top pops, the highest graded known examples of any given coin. And for 2007 Roosevelt Dimes, this is that coin. The top of the top. It's a coin that turns heads in registry sets. It holds weight in competitive collecting circles. It's a standout, not for what went wrong at the mint, but for everything that went right. What makes it even more compelling is how quietly it could have slipped through the cracks. This dime could have easily ended up in a soda machine, bounced around in someone's pocket, or been dropped on the pavement. But instead, by some combination of timing, handling, and luck, it survived. It stayed perfect. And that perfection, in the world of coin collecting, is priceless. Behind every top-graded coin is a story of chance. The odds it overcame, presses, rollers, bags, and hands, make survival feel like a small miracle. This dime is one of those miracles that it's also a reminder that coin collecting isn't just about rarity, it's about condition, quality, and the thrill of the hunt for the best possible example of something millions take for granted. This isn't just about metal. It's about mastery. It's about one coin, against all odds, becoming a benchmark for its kind, and that brings us to value, because this coin's unique combination of pristine condition, elite designation, and ultra-low population has earned it a market value of $37,000. So the next time you're sifting through change, don't just look for silver or something old. Look closer. Check the details. Because sometimes, the most valuable coins aren't the ones that scream for attention, they're the ones that quietly waited to be seen. So next time you're digging through your loose change, don't just search for silver or something old. Take a closer look, because the coins that seem the most ordinary might be hiding something truly extraordinary. The real value isn't always obvious. It's in the fine details, the perfect strike, the flawless finish that survived against all odds. The coins that whisper instead of shout, the ones that waited patiently to be noticed, are often the ones that make the biggest impression. If you enjoyed this journey into the world of rare coins, make sure to subscribe for more discoveries just like this. Your support truly helps us keep bringing you these hidden gems from the world of coin collecting. Got a unique coin of your own? Or maybe a story to share? Leave a comment below. We'd love to hear from fellow collectors and curious minds alike. Thanks for watching, and as always, happy hunting.